Yet another Marauder clone on Kickstarter. So let's talk about this one. This is called the BLEShark Nano. I already highlighted this device in another video not too long ago on my channel, but now they actually put it on Kickstarter. It is live. You can invest on it. You can be a backer. Let me just refresh the page. Now we've got 58 backers. They already raised the equivalent of $3,666. That is the same as this amount of money in Denmark. Now, I could choose and back this project. So far, I haven't decided whether I want to do that or not. So let's just scroll down here and see what we actually have. It's quite informative, I would say, compared to the Monster Tech M1 multi-tool. Now, they do show different kind of goals and stuff like that. And so far, we are onwards to the final goal, which is the main goal, which is the $5,000 they need to make this project go. Now, if we reach $7,500, you get infrared on it as well, 10,000 new colors, 12,500, you get silicone case. All right, so that's really great. So what is the BLEShark Nano? It's compact, affordable, standalone wireless multi-tool designed for beginners, hobbyists, and security professionals. I doubt that. It brings high-end wireless networking testing features into portable, easy-to-use device that makes security assessment and experimentation accessible to all. Now, okay, that's great. So we have a look at this unit right here. The original BLEShark we looked at was a somewhat 3D printed case that I think was a prototype, and they do have a GitHub repository, which we're going to look at also in this video, and that is what I reviewed in the last video. But now they actually is on Kickstarter, so pretty interesting. So they talk about Bluetooth, beacon testing, Wi-Fi, access point spam, captive portals, bad BT, access to keyboard, games, who cares, apps, okay, so something with apps, auto updates. Now that's very interesting. So it's it probably required to be connected to some sort of Wi-Fi, and then the fun part would be how secure is that device then. It's self settings and some emergency mode. They talk about the cutting edge technology, intuitive interface. Okay. We look at the hardware. Now here we have it. Like, this is the first case that we looked at before. With a 3D printed case, you can definitely see the small layers. This casing I can go ahead and download already on the GitHub repository. You can go ahead and download it too. It's going to be in the link description below, so you can download the STL file for your 3D printer if you have such a device. They do talk about that OLED display, a battery switch, USB-C for charging, textured card casing, ultra satisfying buttons for ultra satisfying. Interesting. And you got 3 ultra satisfying buttons. And the casing, it looks robust. It's a handheld device. It's what people they would like. It's a already I can say it's very fun. It's a device. It's a gadget. Something you can bring with yourself in the bus if you're that kind of dude. At school to prank others. It's still kind of the same type of device that we see already. Small enough to fit in your palm, your hand, I guess. No extra hardware accessory needed, so it's a fully self-sufficient device. Okay. A 500 milliamp rechargeable battery. Massive internal battery provide up to 16 hours of continuous operation with BLE. Up to 6 hours continuous operation with Wi-Fi on full charge. On average, expect 10 hours per use. So Bluetooth require less power than Wi-Fi, which of course, well, how it is. And they talk about using Bluetooth low energy. You can broadcast connection requests to many devices. And then they show a video right here where you press the button, it do this tingly. and the iPhones are popping up. This is the typical same thing you see in Marauder, for example, on the M5 stack units or whatever. Really, it's just a normal pop-up you uh, create for the different kind of operating systems, and it's an okay thing. It's not really something that's gonna destroy the device, but it can make it really difficult to use. So let's continue. Wi-Fi access point spamming. So they also talk about this, where you just spam a lot of Wi-Fi access point names. This is also something you've seen in the Wi-Fi de-authentication watch, or one more time, the M5 stack or the Marauder or whatever other device. The Flipper Zero can also do these kind of things. It seems like a well, basically, it's Rick rolls, funny names, duplicate SSIDs and custom creations. This is what the normal software from Marauder, all the other devices that I mentioned, you can Marauder software can burn down on M5 stacks and so on. The bad PC, the bad Bluetooth enabled device completely trust as Bluetooth connected input device like keyboards and mouse or mice. And this actually enables us to do something. It's a demonstration of the... Okay, so typing. So this is not directly connected to the computer. Very interesting. How do they do that? It's a Bluetooth device, so if someone actually connects to this, and that could be done by, let's say you are let's say a loudspeaker, or you do some reconnaissance on an actually active area, and you then find out that people have this wireless Bluetooth something. Create the same name, make them trust the device, and then if it's a PC, basically you can inject some stuff. It's a unsafe way, of using the protocol. So I guess that's pretty interesting. But I like the videos they're creating to demonstrate the features. Captive portals, one more time. It just creates some portals you can go in and, well, basically, and okay, so they actually show that there's some sort of carousel movement. So yeah, it's quite nice. So, but as we see with these devices, they probably have interactive games as well. Why not? All things have it. Informational pages. Wow. Wi-Fi terms and conditions and so on. Games. Flappy Bird, Space Invaders, Pong, Braid Out T-Rex. I don't really care about these things. It's fun, I guess, but who cares about this? And then I showed right there. Since it's an OLED screen, it's probably pretty fun, I guess. It's quite of a bad GIF file, but who cares? Yeah. Built-in apps, text viewer, TikTok scroller. What? Okay, so if you connect with this device to your phone, it's a TikTok scroller. I see. Okay. Mini programmable keyboard. Very interesting. Okay. Timers. Okay. Timers. Stopwatches. Auto firmware. That is what is probably the best feature. But again, you got this automatically updating. It's great. It's fine. No, it doesn't really matter, but it's fine. Customization. So got some extra settings mode with extra dark and other things you can transition it into to make it more sleek and intuitive, I guess. Alright, other features, emergency mode. Sometimes we need to get away from an app quickly, and this is where the emergency mode BLEShark Nano comes to play. By holding the left and right button together for half a second, you can instantly launch Flappy Bird no matter where you are on the device. It might sound a bit unconventional, but in the situation you call for it, a quick switch to harmless game could be... So what they talk about here is that if you are caught doing something like you shouldn't do, then you can play Flappy Bird instead. So yeah, I guess. Spiff system, the serial what? Peripheral interface flash file system. Okay, I see. Integration in the BLEShark Nano ensures that every little configuration setting that you make on this device securely stored, so never lose your work. Okay, that's great, I guess. In progress, so there are more games. Bad USB, PC monitor, custom apps, and then you have the GitHub repository. Let's just open it. Why is it different? And this is where that's getting kind of interesting because they are comparing this to the Marauder. This is the Marauder from the one I also talked about before in my videos. It's the one from Just Call Me Coco. And they compare it and say like this is, the BLEShark is more affordable. Okay, I guess it. Battery life, there is no battery in the Marauder, so I don't know. Apps and games, also compact. Yeah, well, you can also get the mini Marauder if you want to do that. It's also more cheap and affordable. This is more like a device that connects different kind of things, like the. Well, it's definitely an upgrading unit. You can say handheld, but is it the same power? Does it have the antenna? Is it the same? Well, unit as the Marauder. It is not, but it's definitely something that is different. So if they stretch the goals, we can get a more polished case like this, which is what we would like to see. Definitely. Also, what I talked about on the MonsterTech M1 that I also talk about for gadgets is that they need to go away from the 3D printing stuff. Not that it's bad, it's great. Just Call Me Coco could do it as well, but this is more like production mold plastic and it looks great. I guess this is something they created, from I don't know, Photoshop maybe to show around how it could look. And they do also say if you're gonna, have more baggers, you're gonna infrared control capabilities, expanded color choices, and so on. And they show a roadmap. That's very great actually, because a roadmap will kind of ensure that we have something to trust in. Now, Kickstarter projects is difficult to trust, but they have done a lot of work already, because you could actually go ahead and buy the BLEShark already now, I think on Tindy. So BLEShark, Tindy, something like that, and go here. So you can go ahead and buy the prototype right there, from Tindy. I think, yeah, they retired it now. It was not that long ago. You can go ahead and buy it. I don't know if you can find it anymore here on Tindy. Let's see. No, I cannot. But last time I checked this out, you can go ahead and buy a prototype of it, which is actually the images are not here anymore. Okay, so well, it doesn't really matter, but you could go ahead and buy the kind of got the same list here. What they also got a source code link, which should be the same GitHub repository as before. And they got the images, the STL files you want to print the case. And the firmware never really got put here, as I understand. Because if they release the firmware, it would be pretty easy just to create your own. What they actually do here is just then combine the different things with the screens and buttons and make it more like a thing to use. But you can also just buy yourself an M5 stack device, and then basically, you have it. So let's see, you got some BLEShark Nano setup. What is this? Yeah, well, it's just a. Okay, so doesn't seem like we have any actual firmware here. But for now, I think this is where we are on Kickstarter. And while we were talking, also the previous prototypes, they actually show these kind of things. It looks like, they did some things with the buttons and so on. And the first prototypes, it's great to see the first fully functional. Ignore the rough print. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but it looks like, almost looks like a device you can go ahead and buy in the end of the day. And then a lot of different kind of cases for the BLEShark right there. And yeah, they also talk about that the shipping prices does not include local taxes, duties, and VATs and so on. And yeah, I think this is probably one of the better descriptions with a lot of things. It does seem pretty promising. Let's go ahead and check out the video here. Meet BLEShark Nano, the wireless testing tool you've been waiting for. Sleek, powerful, and packed with features. The BLEShark Nano is take control of your surroundings. Just a tap, flood every Bluetooth device around you with connection requests. Compatible with iOS, Android, and Windows devices. Create hundreds of Wi-Fi networks in seconds. Choose from Rickrolls, random ones, funny names, or your own custom creations. Take control of Bluetooth devices with bad BT injections. The BLEShark acts as a keyboard, allowing you to send custom commands and scripts instantly. Create your own Wi-Fi network and instantly set up a custom web page on it using a captive port. In this demo, users simply verify their email and the BLEShark saves it. Need to get away quickly? Hold down both the left and right buttons for half a second and boom, you're instantly in Flappy Bird. Effortlessly access and read your notes anytime with the Text Viewer app. Optimized for crystal clear readability, even on the tiny display. Boost your productivity with the mini keyboard. 8 custom commands to stream and take control like never before. Enjoy your breaks with the TikTok scroller. Just connect to the BLEShark and you're set. Scroll on. Yeah, so we do see that, they talk about the same thing we just went through. Um, I'm gonna turn the sound a bit down. Um, they also talk about games now and so on. It's pretty, I guess, it's just a feature that doesn't really catch my eyes. Why would you do that? Please tell me in the comment below. Simply connect to the BLEShark's Wi-Fi network first, then make sure the password and username are identical with the BLEShark. Customized Wi-Fi network, security settings, packet delays, captive portal stuff, update settings, and notes and scripts. Yeah, okay, so I like the fact that they actually created some sort of, HTML menu for it in my webpage. It is what you see on other devices as well that I also talked about on my channel that got these kind of, web interfaces, which is pretty nice. What is kind of common for most of them is that they're pretty slow and it doesn't work the same at the same time while you use the device and so on. But I guess it's fine. I guess. Don't worry, we got you covered. Keep your BLEShark up to date with ease. With an automatic update checker, you'll never miss out on new features. The BLEShark keeps you powered for up to 10 hours with the massive 500 milliamp hour battery. Yeah, and we see here, like, this is the device. So what you basically could do is just go ahead and buy these different kind of switches and buttons on OLEDs and stuff, and I guess more or less, in a way, if you get your hand on the firmware, you can get it done. But you can also go ahead and buy yourself this unit, for example, if this is what you want to do. Everything is securely held together with a textured case. The BLEShark Nano runs on the ESP32 chip, delivering fast and stable performance every time. The ESP32 chip is not fast. It is reliable, I guess, depending on the firmware. It is what people usually use for these kind of devices. But it's okay, I guess. It's okay. Equipped with a crisp OLED display,
The BLEShark Nano provides clear and easy to read information at a glance. Join us on Kickstarter to make wireless testing simple, affordable, and fun for everyone.
All right, so while we actually waited, more people backed this project. And as you can see, we're up to 62 now, and the dollar is 3,939. So what they are comparing this with is just call me Coco with this webpage right here, and we can check out his shop. And he do sell these kind of Marauder and ESP32 mini Marauder and other kind of modules. So if we're gonna go ahead and check the mini Marauder, it does actually have a charging unit. It's also ESP32 device. It also have different kind of things you can do with it. I guess it's gonna be roughly the same device, but this is a first mover project. So what they're gonna do here is try and compete with that by comparing it to the bigger brother down here. It's called the Marauder. As you can see, this is the Marauder. And if I'm not mistaken, they just took this image right here and tilted it the other way. As you can probably notice, they just tilted it the other way. Even the lighting is right there, you know, and the dark there. So they just, you know, flipped it totally. That's it. But it's this exact image that they just took, and this is what they're comparing it with. So the question would be, would you go ahead and invest in this project? Is it something for you? For my own sake, I would say no. If you want to send me one, I will definitely make videos about it. BLEShark guys. So I will definitely showcase it. But I have so many devices already that does the exact same thing. I want to be honest, you know, I just cannot collect more for my own money. So I would really love to create videos with it and about it, talk about it, you know, showcase and so on. But if you want me to do that, you know, please just, you know, contact me. And we already have more backers again, so up to $3,994. 63. So it does seem this is gonna get. I expect this to hit its backer goal because this is pretty new. But it's great to see that these kind of projects are taking off with a more affordable compared, you know, compact. Yeah, so we can get the early bird one, $45 anywhere in the world. I guess it's yeah. I guess I don't know what to say. I think it's great to create these kind of devices. Is it for you? Is it a device you would like to try it out? Well, then go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna put the link in the description below. And you guys at BLEShark, contact me if you want to send me one for free. Just name me in the comment below and name the email address. I will send an email to you. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you again online for another video about security devices or gadgets or just something else about security.